this is Mary with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair. And in this video, I'm going to talk about, can a debt collector deceive you to collect a debt? So the simple answer is no. Debt collectors are prohibited from deceiving or misleading you while they're trying to collect the debt from you. So debt collectors, they are generally prohibited under the federal law from using false or deceptive or misleading representation in collecting the debt from you. And the federal law that prohibits this is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And it's otherwise called FDCPA because it deals with debt collection. So that's that law, right? So they can't do any false statements. For example, they can't say that they're a government representative or they're attorney. They can't say that, and they're not. They can't say that you committed a crime by not paying the debt. They can't threaten you like that. And they operate or work for a credit reporting company. They say that I'm working for Experian, I'm working for TransUnion, I'm working for Equifax. They can't lie and tell you that. They can't give false statements like, oh, you're going to be arrested or you're going to go to prison if you don't pay. No, they can't do that. They can't tell you they will garnish or seize your wages or your bank account or your property unless it's permitted by law and they intend to take actions. And if they have a judgment against you, they can't take you to court now. They can't take you to court and they can get a judgment if you don't show up, or they can prove that this is your account by the documents, you know, what they have. They can do that. And they can also request to have your wage garnished as well. They can request a judgment for that. They can't send you legal documents saying that they legal documents when they're not legal documents. And debt collectors, they are prohibited from the following. They're prohibited from misrepresenting the amount that you owe or the status of your debt. They say your debt is $5,000 when it was actually, you know, when everything totaled up $3,500 or something like that. They can't just, you know, misrepresent the amount that you owe. They can't threaten to take legal action against you that they don't intend to take. They can't use or send written communication that looks like it's been falsely represented to make it look like this came from a government agency or look like it's an official document. They can't do that. They are prohibited from using any company name other than their true name of the debt company. So they can use Mary's Collection Agency when they are a true ABC Collection Agency. They can't use any other name than their true name. So if you believe that a debt collector has given you false, deceptive, or misleading information, you have several options. One is to contact your state general's attorney general's office, which, you know, I showed that in another video. You can call the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. You can call them, or you can contact the Federal Trade Commission. And this is what the Federal Trade Commission site looks like. Let me pull that up right fast. And that's what this site looked like. So you go down to, you know, if you think they're fraud, then you go down to, because this site right here is Report Fraud, FTC. And it says report to help fight fraud, report now. And they tell you how it works. You're going to tell what happened. You're going to report a scam because you think they're trying to scam you, a company on unwanted call. So, you know, in this situation, it's either going to be a scam or a company. And you're going to go to the next step, find out what you can do to protect yourself. And, you know, it says help stop fraud. Your report helps laws enforce investigation. So it talks about the power of report fraud, FTC. And you just can go on that website and kind of look and see and just kind of read over it so you can have an idea of what goes on and what goes on with when you report a fraud. Okay. So so make sure you maintain good records. Okay. So any kind of communication that you have with them, maintain that communication, because you may have to use an attorney later on down the line, and you want all of your communication in writing. If it's not in writing and they have contacted you, make sure you keep up with the date, the time that they contacted you, any information that you can give in reference to that call. You know, write down everything about it. That way, you know, a month down the line or 6 months down the line, 3 weeks down the line or whatever, you don't remember that exact conversation, just go ahead and have that stuff written down. That way, if you need to seek the advice of attorney, then or you need to go to court, then you'll have that information for yourself to present and represent your own self, represent your own notes as evidence inside the courtroom. Okay, so I'm not an attorney, and I'm not giving legal advice. I'm just, kind of letting you know some things that you probably need to do. All right. So again, this is Mary with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair. If you want your credit fixed, put Mary Taylor in the mix. And I do free credit consults. You can schedule your free credit consult at creditconsult.betterdayconsulting.com. And if you're ready to sign up, go to signup.betterdayconsulting.com. And don't forget those letters. I was saying you can respond with those letters. You can go here to debt collection letters.betterdayconsulting.com, and you can download those letters, and you can have those, and you may have to tweak them based on your situation or your communication with the collection agencies. And just like I said, make sure you keep good notes on everything that you send out, all correspondence, and just make a double copy if you need to. Scan it to yourself. However you got to keep notes on it, just keep it just in case you have to go to an attorney on an event that you have to go to court. You'll have those documents. Okay. Again, this is Mary with Better Day Consulting and Credit Repair.